It should be hard to live with regret, knowing that tomorrow is a new day to find you're happy. I'm no longer a slave to corporate America.
We're very impressed with your work, Stephanie.
That was Epstein PR calling me about a VP position.
I thought you were finally doing your photography thing.
I know how much money I get paid as a VP. But with a new day comes new obstacles. This morning he said, I love you. And that's kind of weird.
You always do this.
Do what?
I know what I need.
I'm pretty sure that's just a want.
You have commitment issues.
I do not have commitment
Yes,
issues. I do
you
not
do.
have commitment issues.
That's why you didn't join my gym.
I need more.
Wait, who is Sam?
Oh, Sam is a friend from work.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about my boyfriend with you.
It's fine with me. We don't have to talk about him at all.
Leslie Sam?
He is not Leslie Sam. I knew him first. Like, I introduced him. No, there's something else going on.
How is Leslie?
Leslie's doing really well.
That's good.
You never told me what happened.
Well, really, I don't know.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. You and Leslie have been friends for too long. You're practically sisters.
What are you doing? You can't do this. What about your thing?
Can't do what?
Sam doesn't know.
I met him like an hour ago.
Sometimes people, they just change.
This is my thing. You don't get to decide anything about it.
With new obstacles comes more regret. Cancer?
Have you ever thought that maybe this is a lesson?
Mommy, I'm not okay.
I know, baby. I know we all walking around here not okay.
I am grateful for season 2.
I'm Ron Moseley, and this is my behind the scene. What does an assistant director do? In a lot of instances, it is I guess at its worst, a high-priced babysitting job. At its best, you actually get to lead a whole production. Like if you ever see a call sheet or something like that, like all those names and like that tiny print you see on the back of a call sheet and the front, they all have to sort of go by your lead. You have to take the script and break the script down and then figure out how to rehearse and or shoot that script. And everybody, whether they like it or not, has to follow your lead. And so I try to create an environment that's a fun environment, even though a lot of times you are seeing these people at work more than you're seeing your family, more than you're seeing your friends. You try to make it a situation where everybody feels like they're inclusive. There's a lot of challenges. Scheduling is probably chief amongst them. But it's personalities, and like most other jobs, dealing with different personalities. Not just with the crew, with the cast, and with the producers, the writers, network executives, studio executives. You know, you do come in contact with everybody. Sort of a set bartender or maitre d'. The unpredictability of the job, especially when your job is to schedule things, and no matter how much you might sit there and map it all out and even give extra time to scenes or rehearsals that have to take place, you just know that depending on this or that happening, all of this, it's all almost work for nothing. I guess the best thing to do is to be flexible and not take it so personally. You have to realize this is the job. The hardest part of the job, I think I would have to say is, and it might not be chief amongst it, but it's probably up there, is managing your rest, your getting some sort of stability or tranquility to do the job, because the job is such that you do have to operate a lot of times with probably definitely less than 8 hours sleep. You really can't go half speed at it. You have to, no matter how you approach the job, you really have to go sort of full throttle. No matter what your style is, it has to be something that is a full commitment. While I was still at school, still at college, I interned at a casting agency, Reuben Cannon Casting. I reconnected with one of the people that work with Reuben Cannon, who said, hey, there's a Cosby spinoff show going on. They need extras. Would you like to be an extra in it? I said, yeah, sure. So the show was A Different World, and I was a student playing, 12 years younger than I was at the time. They were crewing up the production office to do the series. So it was the same casting person doing the series, so she said, oh, yeah, I know you need some money. You want to work as a PA? I said, yeah, sure. Those things, one thing led to another, because I always wanted to write and or direct like everybody else. I just had a good rapport with the producer, who eventually got me into directing, or should I say assistant directing. Like, I was a set PA, and that's usually a stepping stone into assistant directing. As an African American, I think it's important because, at least when I started, there weren't a whole lot of African American men or women doing this job. I mean, there was some, and I say that because one of the rewards that you get on the job, every once in a while, and this happened about 2 weeks ago, we had background come in to do a scene, and there was a gentleman, African-American gentleman, just smiling, looking at me. I'm like, oh, I must know this guy from something. And he just reached out his hand and he just said to me, I never see this. I never see a black AD and second AD and director, so I just want to shake your hand. Now, there's a guy, I would guesstimate that he's maybe 20 years older than me. So when you see and hear something like that, it's a sort of feeling of pride that you get. They say, hey, I'm part of something that's changing, like a dynamic that's a shift.